Alrighty. Okay. Well, it seems it's working. Mm, give me one sec here. Okay. Okay. So hopefully this will work out for me today. We'll see. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So I kind of moved my vehicle setup a little bit outside. There's a lot of work going on inside. You might hear a lot of noise. I don't know. So I'm just, gonna try and see how that goes. And if you are not able to hear anything, just, put it there. Let me know. Um, in any case, my name is Edith. We're gonna do a little bit of yoga just to keep ourselves moving, ourselves healthy, and our mind, in other things other than whatever might be right now in your mind. But anyway, you're gonna need for this practice a couple of blocks. You're going to need maybe a blanket or a towel if you have sensitive knees. I do have one. And pretty much on your blank and your mat, and that's all you're going to need. Alrighty, so let's get going. So we're gonna start um, in your mat, laying down. So find yourself towards your mat and lay all the way down. Well, the sun is really, really powerful. uh, Place your hands by your side, palms are facing up. Close your eyes. And just start by tuning into your body, centering in. Start turning off all the other, thoughts that are in your mind that are looking for your attention. Scan the body and start by the crown of the head and all the way down towards your feet and find out how you're feeling today, how you're doing. Hopefully you'll be able to have a candid conversation between your mind and your body about how are your joints doing today, your bones, how is your muscles, How is everything going on? So just get a picture of it, and then move on to your mood. How are you feeling today? With this information of how the mind and how the body is doing, now let's move to our breathing. Our breathing is going to be basically kind of the piece of thread that will keep all our practice glued together and cohesive. So um, start going with your breath, going deep with your inhalations through your nose and your exhalations also throughout your nose. Trying to go deeper with every inhalation. Exhale all the air in. You don't need to keep any of that air in. And start like involving other physical aspects of the breathing, like the movement of the shoulders, the expansion and contraction of your stomach. If you're not sure if this is happening, you can always place one of your hands on top of your stomach and start feeling how that hand is moved up and down with every one of your breathings. We're going to do 3 more breathings. Slowly, very slowly, start opening your eyes, moving your fingers, moving your toes, maybe making circles with your wrists, going in one direction, and then going in the opposite direction. And let's do the same with our ankles. So move your ankles in circles. And there you go. Bring your right knee towards your chest and embrace that knee. Bringing it as close as you can towards the chest. Keep your eyes towards the sky. I can't because the sun is so bright right now. It's very blinding. Okay. Let's switch and do the left. Extending that wonderful right leg. Bring the knees together towards the center. A little bit here away. So the knees are your thighs are a 90-degree angle. And let's open our legs in circles and start finding a range of motion. If you find that this is very stressing on your hips, on your lower spine, you can always move just one leg at a time. But if you can move the 2 of them at a time, that's also fine. So moving in one direction and then moving into the other direction. Go slow, take your time. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Let's come back towards your center. Embrace those knees again. Embrace only the right knee. And send your left leg all the way up and towards the sky, lengthening here. Alright. Now we're gonna use that wonderful left leg to try to get seated. Inhale here. And give it a couple of tries until you finally get seated. Okay. Now from here, now that you got seated here, you still are clutching your wonderful right leg towards your torso, and let's move in circles that wonderful left. Toes are looking up and towards the sky, lengthening your wonderful torso. And let's go in the opposite direction. Okay. Let's keep that wonderful right leg towards your chest, and let's come all the way back and towards your mat. Okay, let's switch. So now is the right leg that we have extended, and the left knee is towards the chest. Okay, so let's rock and roll maybe a couple of times until you find your way sitting into your mat. There you go. Sitting on your mat and extending that wonderful right leg. Let's make some circles. In one direction and in the other direction. Do as many as you feel you need to. Try to lengthen that spine. Keep your gaze towards the front, your chin lifted. Good job. Place both of your knees towards your chest. Embrace those knees, embrace those legs. Try to get as small as you can. There you go. And lengthen here. Lengthening the spine, sending the shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling here. And exhaling. Alrighty. Lengthen the wonderful right leg again. And let's lift the right arm all the way up and towards the sky. Okay, bend that elbow and bring it all the way towards the left. So outside of the outer side of your left thigh, and push it. Push the wonderful left leg towards your right arm and the right arm towards the left leg. With that, start passing more and more of your torso, your tummy, everything towards the left, and start twisting. Keep pushing between the left arm, the right arm, and the left leg, and keep twisting. Good job. Right toes are still looking all the way up and towards the sky. When there's no more space for you to twist towards the left, then send your gaze on top of your left shoulder. Breathe here. Alrighty. On your next inhale, come all the way back towards your center. And bring your hands back to embrace the left leg, lengthening your chest, lengthening your spine. And let's switch. So now is our wonderful right leg that we are embracing, and we're extending our left leg. Find your sit bones. Lengthen your spine. Yeah. Inhaling here and lifting the wonderful left arm all the way up and towards the sky. Alrighty. Bending that elbow, twisting and finding that left arm towards your right leg. So pushing the right leg away and the left arm towards. Okay, as we do this, we start sending our right arm towards the back and lengthen. Kafka, stop it. My cat is moving the screen as she's just like trying to get some relief of some scratch that she has there. Alrighty, so twist towards the right. Find your way, find your way. Find a little bit more of that torso coming towards the right. Keep pushing the left arm towards the right leg and the right leg towards the left. When there's no more space for you to twist, then send your gaze towards the right, on top of the right shoulder. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. On your next inhale, come all the way back. Bring your hands towards your right leg. Embrace the right leg. Lengthening here. Good job. Okay. Extend your right leg and find your sit bones. Find a wonderful sit bones here. Okay. Okay. Inhale here and bring both hands all the way up and towards the sky. Exhale. Send your arms towards the front, so lengthening towards the front, offering the heart forward. Do not even look at your feet. There's really nothing to look there. When there's no more space for you to go forward, then drop your hands and they will land wherever they will land. Lengthen here a little bit more. If your arms are kind of like already getting towards your ankles or towards your toes, this is the moment that maybe you want to start working in that bending of the elbow. So you see a lot of people doing this. Whenever you are already kind of reaching this point, this is the moment to start bending the elbows. So bending and going towards the side of those legs and lengthening. So try at home and see how that works for you. Inhaling here and exhaling. Inhale one more time and exhale. If you can start listening to the secrets that the shoulders are telling to the ears, that means that your shoulders are getting too close to those ears for comfort. On your next inhale, lengthen those hands and come all the way up. Same way we come in. Come back towards your center. Okay, we're gonna move into a little bit of control of our wonderful core area. And for that, we're gonna go into a reverse tabletop. Okay, so what I want you to do is to find yourself a block, and we're gonna put it in our stomach. So let's start by placing the sole of the feet on the mat and making sure that they are hip width distance apart. Okay, from there, we have our block here. I'm trying to place it on my torso because that's the place where I would love that to land at some point. Okay, so from there, your hands are towards the back, they're shoulder width apart. My fingers are pointing towards the front, especially my middle finger. Okay, the heels of my hands are firmly rooted, and I'm shoulder width apart at least. Okay, so from here, inhaling here, pressing the palms of the hands, the heel of the hand, and coming all the way up. And that block ended up where I didn't want it. But I have two hands, and okay, this place is where it's supposed to go. So there you go. So you have your block here, and from here, inhale and lift the right leg. And now, come back down. Go slow. This is not about the speed. Lift the left. And now. Bend it. Come right down. Keep that block working. Bring the right up. Bend the knee. Come back. And let's do the left. Keep that head supported. Try to keep those hips up. Work your core. We're gonna do one more time. So one on the right, lifting the right leg. And coming up. So do not stomp your feet when you come down. All is very gracefully, very kind of oriented into like not hearing anything. There you go. Left leg down. And slowly but surely, coming all the way down. Yay. This is an amazing thing to do with wonderful blocks. Um, there's a yogi that I follow like religiously. Her name is Jenny Rollins. Shout out for her because she's amazing. Um, and she uses a lot of the blocks, and sometimes she calls them the evil blocks. And I agree with her. Sometimes they can be a little bit evil, but evil in a good way. If that's a thing. Okay, so from here we're gonna send our legs towards the left or towards the right, so we can come into our tabletop. Okay, so coming into our tabletop, and in here, if you need something for those knees, this is the moment to get it for those knees. If you don't need anything, then you're all good. Okay. Ooh, there's a ton of stuff under my okay. So finding your knees hip width distance, your knees under your hips, spreading all your fingers, wrist under your shoulders, shoulder width apart your hands. Okay, top of the feet firmly rooted. Inhale here. Bend those elbows just tiny little bit to be able to offer the heart forward, the chin up, the gaze up, and the tailbone up. Exhale and arch your back. And send the navel towards the spine. Push the mat away from you when you do this, and try to keep that wonderful navel towards the spine. Let's keep on going. And follow your own rhythm of breathing. Move with it. Exaggerate the movement as much as you need to. And try to reach every single part of that wonderful spine. Okay. Whenever you're ready, we're going to come back towards the center. And we're going to bring our wonderful right hand all the way up and towards the sky. We're going to now bend that elbow and place our hand on the back of our neck. Inhale here and come down and touch your left arm. Inhale and up. Exhale. Touch your left arm. Inhale and up. One more time. And up. Okay, let's do it one more time. And up. Good job. Bring the wonderful right hand down and send the left arm all the way up and towards the sky. Bend that elbow and let's come and touch your right arm. And up. Touch the right arm. And up. One more time. Try to bring that elbow as high as you can. Let's do it just one last time. And back towards your center. In here, move your hips in circles. 1 time, 2 times, 3 or 4 times. Okay, send your knees towards the sides, big toes together, come into your child's pose. In here, if you need something to close the gap between your hips and your heels, by all means, you can press a block if there's a lot of gap of that a big space. If not, just can be a blanket, a towel. Towards the front also, make sure that your head is down and on the mat. If it's not, place a block, place a towel, even place your hands here. You don't have to extend your hands. A great modification is to have your fists one on top of the other and then place the forehead there so you feel comfortable. So find your modification, and if you have already your head down, Then start working on trying to send a little bit more of the upper chest down and towards the mat. So that's another great thing that you can start working on. And breathe here. Let's do 2 more breathings here. Let's do 1 more. And come all the way up. You can see the cat has something to do with me today. I don't know what's going on with her today, but she's extremely attached to me and my mat. I don't know what to do. Yeah, you need to go. Find other things for you to do. Okay, so now that you're back from your child's pose, you're gonna curve those toes and start sending your little hips towards the back, and maybe start getting comfortable here. Now, if you're super comfortable here, then lift those knees. Yeah, and come in a little bit of a squat here. Okay, now start opening your legs, and we're gonna come into a malasana from here. So trying to send the heels on the mat. If that is not available to you, you can always come just into the ball of the feet, hands to heart center, and push with your upper arms into those inner side of the legs, lengthening that wonderful spine. Find that breastbone and place those hands there, lengthening here. Keep pushing those legs away from the body with those upper arms. This is a great hip opener. All right. Place your hands down, and we're going back towards the mat. So same way we come in, we came back. Inhaling here and sending out your wonderful right leg towards the back, lengthening as much as you can. Keep that hip level. So right foot, right toes are looking out for me towards the left, because that helps my hip to drop and level with the left. And now extending my left arm. Finding a space for both sides of the body. I'm working in also managing my weight only in my right hand. Spreading all those fingers on my right hand as I keep all my fingers together on the left. I'm not looking at the floor, I'm looking forward. Alrighty, now send that wonderful left hand towards the back. Bend that wonderful right knee and maybe find your foot. If you find it, start finding the outer edge of your foot so you can start sending that foot away from the body and opening towards the left side of the body. So I'm gonna send my left shoulder towards the back and gaze towards the sky. And breathe. Okay. Come back with your gaze. Send that left hand down. Extend that wonderful right leg down and place it down and into your mat. Move your hips again to the left, to the right if you need to. Reassess the position of your hands, of your tabletop, and now lengthen the left leg all the way towards the back. So left leg lengthened, and I'm doing that wonderful thing of my toes looking towards the right side so I can keep those hips level. And now sending my right hand all the way towards the front, all the fingers together. If you feel more comfortable, like curling the toe under the right foot over there, that's completely optional and it's fine. You can do that. Engage the core, find the space. Do not sink your hip. Keep that left arm super extended. One more breathing here. And now send the right hand towards the back. Bend that wonderful left foot, left knee, and find that wonderful left foot. If you find it, then start finding your way towards the outer edge of that foot. Curl the toe under on your right foot if you haven't. And now start sending your torso towards the right side. Send that shoulder, right shoulder away, so towards the back. And start pulling that left leg towards the back and away. Gaze towards the sky, if you can. It's very sunny here. Okay. Bringing that left foot back towards the center, letting go of it. Bringing the right hand down and placing the left foot back and down. Moving your hips towards the left and towards the right. Now curl the toes under, both of them. Okay. And we're gonna just hover from the mat for a quick little second. But before we do that, we're gonna take care of our shoulders. So you have spread all the fingers and we're gonna do a cat back. What is a cat back? When we come into our cat cows, a cat back would be to kind of like feel as you are pumping up your shoulders like this. And then your head kind of drops a little bit in between those shoulders. So I'm engaging the shoulders. And in here, try pumping and back. And pumping and back. And pumping and back. This will give you good start for a memory of how the shoulders should feel instead of what they shouldn't feel. So if you start feeling that your shoulders are getting together like this is the moment to go a little bit higher with your pumping, pumping, pumping. Okay, so pump, 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 pump. Use the palms of the hands also to help you out. Curl the toes under. Inhale here and lift the knees just tiny little bit from the mat. Hover, hover, hover. Send those heels towards the back. Cat back. Hover, hover, hover. Okay, place those knees down. Okay, we're gonna do that again, but we're gonna add a little bit of extension there with our legs. I'm gonna move a little bit forward so I have a little bit more space there. Okay, so we're back in our pose, in our tabletop pose. Spread all the fingers. Heels of your hands firmly rooted. Curl the toes under. Cat back. Okay, knees off the mat. Just tiny little bit. Do not go high on this. Check yourself out. Okay, right leg extending towards the back and off the mat. So we're only on one knee, one foot, back to center. Okay, cat back, extend the left. Keep it up and back. Place the knees down. Good job. Okay, we're gonna do that 2 more times. So just prepare yourself because that's what's gonna happen. Okay, inhaling here and coming into your cat back and placing those knees off the mat, hovering around. Okay, inhaling and sending the right away, right leg away, and up. Left knee is still hovering, hovering, hovering. Coming back and sending out the left. Push the mat away. back, and down. Okay. Move those shoulders if you feel a little bit of tension there. If you feel a lot of tension on your wonderful wrists, you can also just like move them around a little bit. Just try to relieve it as much as you can. Last one, I promise. I'm bad at promising all those things. So anyway, get back. Okay, pushing the mat away, curling the toes under, and sending those knees off the mat. Alrighty, inhaling here, and let's start with the left now. Right knee up, off the mat, not too far. Back to center. Right leg extended. Push the mat away, push the mat away. Right back. And you're done with that. Yay! Okay. Move your wonderful wrists. Ooh, that was good. Okay, so we're coming now into our downward facing dog. So I think I'm not gonna need this anymore, or at least for a little bit. So I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, so curling your toes under, making sure that your hands are shoulder width apart. Index finger, try to point it towards the front. Yeah. So some people might need to open their, kind of rotate their hands outwards a little bit more than others. But you need to try it and see both positions and see which one is better for you, and just go with that one. Okay. So for me, my index finger pointing towards the front is ideal, but definitely everybody is different, and we need to make different modifications for every type of body. Okay. I'm curling now my toes under, and I'm sending my hips. I don't know really. Kafka. Bye. What's going on with the cat? Okay. So coming into your downward facing dog with your cat. Make sure to look at your feet if the cat bum is not in the middle. And make sure that you're hip width distance. Bend your knees. This is all about your wonderful spine. This is not about the legs at all. Engage your upper arms and maybe lengthen that spine a little bit more. Breathe here. Let's do 5 breathings. Alrighty. Send those hips forward, and we're gonna come down. So we're coming into a plank pose. If you need to place your knees down here, go for it. If not, just keep your plank pose here for a sec and start coming down, bending those elbows, and go slow. Do not go fast. Go slow, 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 slow. Until you're finally touching the mat. Okay, have your blocks handy, because you never know. Okay, so you're in your mat. And I want you to see this first before you try to do it. It's not very difficult, but it's gonna be moving one part of your shoulder, and we're gonna get a strength in our upper shoulder, which we need to try to go in control on a plank. You're gonna need that for that chaturanga thing that everybody loves and reveres. And I mean, you're somebody, if you can do a chaturanga in some circles. In my circle, if you cannot do a chaturanga, you're absolutely awesome anyway, in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, so, but we need to build this because it's good for you. It will get you to that pose of chaturanga and many other poses that are also really, really important. So, stop talking. Okay, and we're gonna place our hands. We're gonna place our forehead down, and we're gonna place, we're gonna do fists, and we're gonna place it under our armpits. Okay? So doing fists already is asking your shoulder to start exercising and moving a little bit more. I'm gonna keep my head off the mat so you can hear me better. And then the next step, move those wonderful fists off the mat. Okay. Now check your elbows. You cannot check them visually, but think about where they are. Try to move them the least amount and extend those arms. Super slow and control. Okay, bend them again. Come back down, but do not touch the mat. Keep the fists just hovering off the mat. Okay, and up and away again. Super slow. Bend those elbows. Super slow. And now touch the mat. Press the whole hand under your armpit. Now I'm gonna press my forehead down. Curl the toes under. Coming into your plank pose, Balakanasana, and your downward facing dog. Okay, so that's a move. It's very simple, but it's very, very effective. You should feel your shoulder kind of on fire. Okay, let's come into our plank pose again. Now that we see what we want, lowering ourselves down in really, really slow motion. Really slow motion. Really, really slow motion. Coming all the way down. Forehead down. Make your fist under your armpits. Okay. Fist under the armpit. Legs are spread apart if you want to. Inhale here. Check your elbows. And lift those hands off the mat. Lift those fists. They're hovering off the mat. And now slowly, very slowly, extending. Coming back. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Keep those fists hovering. And extend one more time. And bend those elbows. Slow, slow, slow. One more time. Extend. Take your time, little by little, little by little, and then extend as much as you can. Try to send those feet towards the sky. Bend those elbows. And finally, place those feet down. Place the palms of the hands down. Curl the toes under. Come into your Palakanasana, plank pose, and downward facing dog. Good job, you guys. Walk your dogs here. Check your downward facing dog. Engage your upper arms. Let go of your head. And again, sending your hips towards the front. And we're gonna come a little bit faster here. So coming to your plank pose. And start to lowering down, all the way down into your mat. Going all the way down into your mat. Now bring the blocks. Let's release the cracker, or the kraken, the monster. Okay, so we have our blocks in our hands, and we're gonna place them here in the palms of the hands. Okay, now from here, we're gonna keep our legs spread apart, top of the feet firmly rooted on the mat. And what we're gonna do is keeping our head up just tiny little bit, not too much, and start moving in a semicircle. Do not grab the blocks. So do not use your thumb like this to grab the block. So your block is floating on the palm of the hand. So this is going to bring a lot of mobility to your wrist. Sometimes to don't use the mobility on the wrist, we just grab stuff so it doesn't fall. If I remove the thumb here, then I need to really, really, get that wonderful wrist involved in everything that I'm doing. And the shoulder, and the arm, and the bicep, and so many things. Okay, so evil blocks, as Jenny Rowling would say. Okay, here. So extending here, keeping your thumb up, and coming in a semicircle. Back towards the front. And open. And towards the front. And open. Move that wrist. 2 more. One more. Back to center. And letting go. Wow. Curl the toes under. Come into your plank pose. And into your downward facing dog. In here. Inhale and bring the right foot where your right hand is. Okay. Place the whole sole of the foot down and grab your block. Good. So we're coming in a heel to heel stand because we're going into a warrior two. Take your time to get there. Open your stance as much as you need to. Check your left foot that is parallel towards the edge of your mat. Check your knee that is on top of the wonderful ankle and come up. All right. Grab your block. Ta-da! And again, no thumb. So today is just like, it's your thumb day. And send your hand towards the front, extending here. Okay. So coming into your warrior, check your torso. It's looking towards the front. Okay. Shoulders away from the ears. Alrighty. Send that wonderful left hand down. Look at your right hand and come up. Move that wrist. Come back to center. This is hard, guys. Okay. And now bend that elbow and start moving that block in a semicircle towards the back. Yes. Extend. Now your right foot is gonna look now towards the front. So we're opening our stance. So both of our feet are pointing towards the front. We're still not using the thumb because we ate it. Okay. Lengthen forward. Send it all the way towards the back. And up. And if it falls, just grab it back. I thought I had it. But then I didn't. Okay, so where was it? Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Coming back. Whoa. With your block, I completely lost it. And coming all the way up. Okay, so I'm gonna start again because I had it and then I lost it. So coming into your warrior two again. Taking your time, lengthening here. Reversing now our wonderful warrior. Left hand can be up. Sorry, down on the left, and right arm come up as high as you can. Back to the warrior. Bending that elbow and trying to bring that arm in a semicircle is really, really hard. Ooh. Do not use that thumb. Okay, lengthening those legs. Toe towards the front and coming down. Okay, so I'm gonna try to pass it towards the other side. So I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Okay, so that doesn't work, just place it there. And we're gonna come, whoops, on the other side. Alrighty, I think I need to work more on that. Okay, left foot. Now looking towards the front, and we're gonna place the wonderful block on our left hand. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So take a look at your foundation, extend that left arm, extend that right. Torso, looking towards the front, bending, and going down into your wonderful warrior two. Check that wonderful block, it's our bestie today. Maybe bending a little bit more, going deeper, making a look with those shoulders and getting them away from the ears. Torso still looking towards the front. Right hand down, left arm up. Bend that wonderful wrist. Alrighty. Come back. And let's do the same on the other side. So bending that elbow, passing that block. Ha. Away. Ooh. Yay. And now placing your wonderful left foot towards the front. Okay. Coming down a little bit more. Placing your right hand down. And sending that left arm all the way up. And this is where I lose it. Inhale, I'm coming all the way up. Okay, that's a good start. Let's shimmy our legs. Smooth it from the cat. Jesus. Make both hands all the way up. Follow with your gaze. Exhale, hands to heart. Center. One more time. Inhaling and up. Exhaling and hands to heart center. Let's come into our tree pose. Let's bring the cat out of the mat. Bye. And let's place our wonderful right foot on either the side of your left leg, on the inner side of your left leg, and touching the mat if you need to, opening that wonderful hip. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So if this is all that you have, this is all good. You can come higher and place it in the inner side of your thigh. Hands to heart center, find your drishti point. Send your shoulders towards the back and away from the ears. Chin up or parallel towards the mat. That should be the case. Make sure that you're opening that hip. Opening the hip. Good job. Inhale and lifting both hands. Getting those trees with branches, with leaves, with flowers, with wonderful aromas, with some squirrels, maybe some cats, maybe not. And come down. Let's do the other side. So again, the left foot on the inner side of your right, on your knee. A lot of people say no. I would say just go for it. Or on the inner side of your thigh. Whatever feels good for you. Okay? Hands to heart center. lengthening here, lengthening the spine. Tailbone is really looking down, and you're trying to open that hip as much as you can. Keep your wrist stick, your balance. Come up. You can stay here. You can do a variation, maybe where you interlace those fingers and see the palms of the hands towards the sky. Finding lengthening on the body. Come back towards your center. And place that left foot down. All right, good job. Okay, coming back towards our mat, inhale and lifting both hands all the way up. Exhale and coming all the way down. Coming into your forward fold, opening your stance hip width distance and letting go of your head. Your hands are on the back of your calves. Let it rest here. Make sure that your hips are on top of your feet and that your hips are not like going back or forward, and they are on top of the feet. You can grab opposite elbows and move around. Place your hands either on the shins, on your thighs, wherever you feel you need them, and lengthen forward. Make a look with those shoulders and get them away from the ears, and lengthen a little bit more. Alrighty. On your next inhale, bring your hands towards the front. Come into your downward facing dog. Alrighty. Bring your right foot where your right hand is, and coming into your crescent pose. Crescent pose here. Grab your block. Find your block nearby. Grab your block here and offer it towards the front. So I'm gonna grab it here, and it's still my thumb is not there. Okay, I'm gonna grab my thumb now. I really need to grab the block and open towards the left side. Okay, keep that block in your mind. Send that wonderful left hand down and touching the inner side of the left leg. Right hand comes all the way up and towards the sky. And now maybe change your gaze towards the sky. Alrighty. Come back towards your center. Grab your block. And now send that block all the way towards the back. And opening towards the right side. Breathe here. Bend that knee. Bring the block towards the front. And bring now the wonderful left leg to join the right. Take a second here to grab the block and place it in between your thighs. Hands to heart center. Chair pose. Try to avoid your banana back. Introduce some core work here and lower a little bit more. Now from here, inhale. Index fingers pointing towards the sky. Follow with your gaze and bring your arms up. Lower down maybe a little bit more. Squeeze the block. Squeeze the block. Come all the way up. Hands to heart center. Grab the block with your hand. And we're going to now send the wonderful right leg all the way towards the back. So opening in our crescent pose now on the left side. Taking your time here. Okay, make sure that you have a little bit of bounciness going on. So you have a little bit more of balance. Lift all the toes and press them down. over the block. Inhale in here and opening towards the wonderful, keep the block in the left hand and send your right hand towards the back. Twist, 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 twist. Good twist. Right hand touching the inner side of your right leg. Left hand going up and towards the sky. Gaze towards the sky. Try to bring that torso towards the front. And back to center. Over the block. And let's open out all the way towards the left side. Follow the block. Alrighty. Bring that left hand towards the front again. Let's bring that wonderful right leg all the way towards the front. Place the block on the inner thighs. And go into your chair pose. Hands heart center. Prepare yourself here. Maybe lowering your hips even a little bit more. Make sure that your knees are not passing your toes. So lowering, lowering, lowering. Interlace all the fingers. Point the index finger. Make your mudra here. Your lock. And lift those arms. Follow with your gaze. Lower, lower, lower. Breathe here. And come all the way up. Arms by your side. Samastiti. Okay. Let go of your block. Evil, evil, friendly blocks. Foes, friends, I don't know. Okay. Open your feet hip with distance. Inhale and lift both hands all the way up. Exhale and coming all the way down. Walk those hands and come into your downward facing dog. Alrighty. Okay. Inhale here and place the right foot where your right hand is. Left foot in a 45-degree angle. We're coming into a warrior one. So bending that wonderful right knee and making sure that that hip is looking towards the back instead of towards the right. So everything tends to go like towards the side. Try to keep it towards the back. Okay? Inhale in here. And bringing both hands all the way towards heart center. Torso towards the front. Get that torso really, really coming towards the front. And then when you have this, inhale and bring both hands all the way up. Okay. Let's bring both hands towards the side. Interlace those fingers here. And let's come into a humble warrior. So try to keep that wonderful hip still looking towards the back. And send that wonderful torso down. That's hands up. And bring that wonderful inner right leg, inner right shoulder towards your inner right leg. Look back towards that left foot. And keep on lengthening. Breathe. Finally, come all the way up. Lengthen those arms all the way up. Bring those hands down. Send the right foot all the way towards the back and up. Come in a three-legged dog. Come in a chaturanga if you want by lengthening, coming down, or you can go just all the way down to your downward facing dog. Lift the left and press it where your left hand is. Right foot coming at 45-degree angle. All the sole of the foot is down, bending that wonderful left knee. making sure that your torso is looking towards the front. Hands to heart center, interlacing all the fingers, index finger, pointing towards the sky. Send those hands right there, towards the sky. Gaze towards the sky. One more breathing here. Opening those hands, interlacing those fingers on the back, and then inhaling here and humbling our warrior. Bend that left knee, inner side, outer side of your left arm is touching the inner side of your left knee. You're letting go of your head. Move your head, say no, no, no. And lengthening those arms up and towards the sky. Keep pushing the arm towards the leg towards the arm. Okay. Come all the way up. Send your hands all the way up and towards the sky. Bring both hands down. Send that left foot all the way up. Three-legged dog. Palakanasana on 3. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Alrighty. In here, we're gonna come into our forearms. Okay, and try to keep your forearms under your shoulders. So they are directly under your shoulders. Find the crown of your head. Look towards the back. Look at your feet. And start walking your feet. As much as you can. Dolphin pose. Okay, walk away. Plank pose. Breathe here. Inhale one more time, lift the hips. Lengthen those legs, super straight legs. And start walking the feet again towards yourself. Dolphin pose. Lengthen away. And plank pose. Place your knees down. And let's come into a child's pose. Knees away. Feet, toes together, big toes together. And coming all the way down. Coming to your child's pose. Okay. Come all the way up. And we're gonna sit on our mat. And we're gonna do final thing with the evil blocks. Alrighty. So we have our blocks, which we know are our besties, although it doesn't seem today, but they are. So we're gonna place our legs a little bit farther apart from us. So open, spread your legs just tiny little bit, and keep your 2 blocks in front of you with a little bit of a space in the center. Now, if you don't have blocks, just grab a book, a big book. The thicker, the better. Okay? If not, a box. Shoe box makes also great things. So, if you don't have one, just grab anything that is voluminous so we can have a little bit of height. That's all that we're looking for. Okay? So, try to keep your hands at heart center and activate your legs. Super active. Find your sit bones here. So if you need to move some awesomeness around, by all means, use your hands and remove that awesomeness. Okay, so super easy. Inhaling here and sending that wonderful left foot to pass the block and towards the center. and back and out. And let's do that same thing with the right. Easy peasy. Okay. So this was the block. Also, I didn't was on the lowest height. Okay. So let's bring it to the second height for both blocks. Okay. Hands to heart center. Inhale and lifting that wonderful left leg. Coming across and down. Up and down. Okay. Let's do the same thing with our wonderful right leg. Up, cross, and down. Up, cross, and down. Great job. Let's place our block on the highest height of the block. Can we do it? Only one way to find it out. Just doing it, okay? Inhaling here and lifting that left leg and towards the center. And back. Righty, let's do the right. Okay, lifting. Oops. And back and towards the right. Okay. If that wasn't enough for you and you want more, you always want more. Let's move to a bigger challenge. So now we have the two blocks together. That looks tall. Yeah. We'll see if we can, do it. And if not, well, we'll see. Okay. Inhaling here, lengthening, lifting, 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 lifting. 1. And passing. Good job. Let's go towards the right side. So I'm going to move actually the block like here from here. Actually, here is better. Okay. Inhaling here. Lengthening and up. Up, 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 up. Maybe passing, maybe not. If you miss it, just, go up again and let's try it again. Why not? Why the heck? Okay. Inhaling and up. Ooh. Inhaling and up. Okay. Let's do it one more time in both sides. So let's do the left one. And if you feel that you have these, this can go up to all the way to 2. That's, or like as far as you want to. I'm gonna try with the next level for this one, and we'll see. And we're gonna stop where we cannot go up. Okay. So inhaling here and lifting. And go towards the other side. Okay. Let's see with the right. The right seems to be the issue here for me. My left seems to be a little bit more like cooperating. But yeah, just keep on going until you cannot go anymore. And then you know where is your next step. Okay. I'm going to try it this way, but this way. And I kind of know what is going to happen, but, well, again, let's just do it. Have fun with this. Okay. So, block there. Inhaling and lifting. Yeah, no. I would say that really, really didn't happen, but hey, let's try it again. Inhale and up. Oh. And one more time on the other side. Okay, so you have to do 2 blocks. Okay. Inhaling and lifting. Lift, 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 lift. Oh, God. And look towards the other side. Inhale and lift. Alrighty, seems that we can. Okay, That was with the blocks. Those are your friends. So try this. If you feel this was very easy and you want to add more height, hey, I mean, the sky's the limit. Just go for it. It's a great exercise that is going to move, is going to start moving your hip area and start conditioning the femur into like kind of tipping a little bit towards yourself, which you will need for other, a little bit more advanced yoga poses. Okay, so we're going to finish today in on our mat again. Before that, I would love to do a couple of bridge poses, just so we have a little bit more movement in our spine. So sole of the feet on the mat. Keep a distance apart with the feet, laying down in your mat. And in here, finding the tip of your heel with your hands. Alrighty. Okay, so that was good. Inhaling here and lifting those hips up. So you can stay here. This would be, bridge 1. Bridge 2 would be to interlace those fingers and start shimming your shoulders. Little by little. Start shimming and shimming and shimming to lift a little bit more. That would be 2. And then 3 would be to really press your hands down and those forearms down and upper arms down. Do not clench your buttocks and feel like your knees are being pulled towards the front. Whenever you feel done, let go of your hands, shimmy those shoulders, and start coming down one vertebrae at a time. Yay! Okay, so that would be, if you want to keep on doing, finish by doing a second bridge, that would be great if that is what you would like. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper with that movement and lift a little bit more, I need to take this off because I cannot do this with this. We're going to go into a Dhanurasana or a wheel pose. So we're going to place our hands on our mat. Elbows are looking towards the sky. And you're going to start lifting and coming into your wheel. Lift the hips, look at the mat, push with those hands. And whenever you're ready, start coming down. Let your whole spine down. Grab your knees. Cradle your knees from side to side. Extend that wonderful left leg. Grab your left knee with your right hand. Sorry, your right knee with your left hand. And bring that knee all the way towards the left side, coming into a supine twist. Keep that left hand on top of that right knee. Extend that left arm. Send your gaze towards the right. Enjoy your twist. Stay here for as long as you need to. And then you're going to go into the opposite direction by coming back towards your center, bringing your left knee towards the chest, extending that right leg all the way down and towards the mat. And then changing your grip and grabbing the outer side of your left knee with your right hand and bringing it all the way towards the right. Extending that left arm, palm facing up. Try to keep both of your shoulders down and into the mat. Swing your gaze towards the left. and come back towards your center. Knees towards the chest, embracing again. If you want to do any other final pose, just to close before your savasana, go for it. You can come for a plow pose, maybe happy baby pose, whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you feel a little bit more, focus and center. I'm gonna leave you here. Bring anything that you feel that you need for your savasana. Enjoy it thoroughly. Have a wonderful day. Kind of like sun and then a bunch of clouds and then so it's kind of like it hasn't set up its mind. But well, I have set up mine that I needed to do some yoga that I needed to share with you. I did it. And well, hope you're doing fine. And see you soon. And bye.